Carver High styling with that Whalers hat on, rocking it on draft night. Let's talk about a couple of these kids. The Devils, surprised at all that they took Nico Hischier. Here's the first Swiss guy to go number one ever.
I was a little surprised, yeah. I thought they were going to go with Nolan Patrick. I don't think you could have went wrong either way. Both guys were about even when you heard from all the scouts and all these guys that think they know everything about all these players. So the Devils went with a guy, little less injury history. We've talked about Nolan Patrick this week, how he's had some injuries. And you know what? He could be a good player, and he's NHL ready. He's gonna play for the Devils next year, so that's good for them.
So he was playing in the queue, and I saw this guy, the highlights of this guy taking over games, like by himself and just scoring goals in droves.
He's a big body kid with a lot of skill. He can score goals in a couple of different ways. Devils need that. It's been forever since the Devils have had a dynamic player, since Kovalchuk left him holding the bag a couple years ago. So now they get a nice dynamic young player that they can build with.
So Nolan Patrick falls into the Flyers' laps. Do you think Hextall was happy to have him, or did you think they wanted Hischier? Did you think they thought that they were getting Hischier?
I think they thought they were getting Hischier, but I don't think they would have been upset with whichever one they got. So they get Patrick, and he's going to, just like Hischier, ready to play. I think he'll be in the NHL next year, and he'll do good things.
So his dad had said he had a lot of injuries and had to sit out the entire year, and that he grew from it, having to sit there and watch everyone play hockey, and he had to sit around and get healthy. Do you think he'll stay healthy, or are you worried about him?
That's the key, and clearly the Devils maybe were a little worried about that, and that's why they took Hischier instead. He's still young. Let's see if he gets any more injuries. Now, he plays for the Flyers next year, and by November or December, he's out for 6 weeks with an injury. You're going to start to question, is he a little brittle, this guy?
All right, two quick questions. Did you like the Buffalo pick of the high school Mr. Minnesota Hockey?
The kid that can't do the pull-ups.
Yeah, and then did you like Cody Glass going to Vegas, number 6, the goal scorer?
I like that kid that Buffalo took. He's going to be going to play for the Gophers. I think what's good for him is, because what Buffalo has now, they have Eichel, they have Ryan O'Reilly. They don't have to rush this kid. He's a center. He can go play a couple years with the Gophers and then maybe play a year in the AHL before he has to get rushed into going to the AHL.
And real quick, Glass.
Love Glass. You talked about him the other night. The kid's got like 90 points or something this
Yeah.
year. So you get a dynamic player like that. Get him out to Vegas with the Knights. Let's go.
He's going to start shaving in 2027.